So today's video is a little different. It's about boys. So I want to start out by just saying that I am very picky when it comes to guys. So if there are any guys from my school watching this, because I'm sure there are a lot of them, I have like a little fan club, I guess you could say. And I really am not ashamed of that because, you know, whatever, it's the internet. I'm putting these up here, so I guess anyone and their mother can watch this video and I have to deal with it. But I don't care, I love YouTube. Shoot, what was I even talking about? So if there is a guy out there that I've been like, oh my gosh, so-and-so, I have a really big crush on this guy, like he's really cute, then you must be pretty darn special if you are that guy because I'm very, very picky. I am terrified of getting my heart broken because it's happened so many times. It just lowers your self-esteem so much. Like, a guy could tell me, oh my gosh, Katie, you're so pretty, blah, 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 but like in the back of my mind, I'm like, wow, you're still a guy. Guys have hurt me in the past. Like, it's just, I just can't get over the fact of just being so afraid. So I have to be very sure that the guy that I'm pursuing is worth being hurt. People are gonna hurt you, but you just have to stick around for the ones that will be there for you in the end. There is a guy in my life right now, and if that particular guy is watching this video, which he probably is because he probably couldn't resist the title, you're lucky and special, so believe it. I don't know if I want to bring that part of my life into YouTube yet, so I'm still deciding, but you know who you are, so. So I guess I should just talk about my type as far as guys go, like what guys I tend to fall for and such. FYI, I'm not athletic at all, really. I mean, I run to stay in shape. I'd like to stay healthy, but I don't compete, and I'm not, like, necessarily athletic and, you know, sporty and stuff. I didn't want to play a high school sport. I wanted to pursue what I love, which is my YouTube videos. Who's calling me? Hey, Mike.
Okay.
What's up?
What are you doing right now?
I may or may not be filming a video.
You're filming?
Yeah. Yeah.
What video?
You'll have to see when it goes up. You'll find out.
Or just tell me now.
Nope, not now. You're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Bye. And he's not my significant other, if you guys are curious, because I know all of you guys are wondering. What was I talking about? My type. Okay, so I'm not athletic. You guys know that. So I tend, this is weird, I tend to fall for guys that are athletic, but I feel like a lot of girls do. But that's not the only thing that I like. I like it when guys are fit, because, I mean, you know, I think a lot of people like people who are fit because it means that they take care of themselves and whatnot. Some people like shorter guys. I personally like taller guys or guys that are taller than me, so that's something. Then also, I really love dimples. I don't have any. I can't tell. I love it when they have a great sense of humor and they understand that I am weird and I make YouTube videos and I'm not ashamed of it. So I really love it when people accept my YouTube channel and they don't make fun of me. And yeah, I like that. I like it when I can trust them and I know that they're not, you know, there's not like 10 other girls fawning over them and they're just gonna ditch me. I tend to fall for guys that have a fan club, if you know what I mean, like a lot of girls that are after them, and that's usually where things come to bite me in the butt because it turns out I'm just a friend, but I thought that I was more, you know, that always happens to me. I put my guard up, and that's what's actually also hurt me a little bit because I'm not myself all the time because I think I have to be perfect for guys. And it really makes me feel very, very happy when guys are a little quirky because I'm a little quirky and they understand me and they understand that I'm not trying to be one of those plastic Barbie dolls that walks down the hallways of my school. Like, I'm not trying to be that. My boobs do not go up to my neck and I'm not perfect. I don't have the perfect body and everything's perfect about me, and I just love it when guys accept that and they think that I'm perfect even though I know that I'm not. They'll be like, Katie, you're perfect just the way you are, please don't change, and stuff like that. That just means so much to me. Like, it's all about being hot and being tan and being sexy and everything, but it's really not. It's not. Like, if you are not yourself, if you are fake and hard as plastic, you're cheating yourself. No one is perfect. Like, it's so cliche, but it's true. Perfection is not how society makes it out to be. Okay? There's not a mold of perfection. That's ridiculous. Everyone is perfect being themselves, because if everyone was the same, how boring would life be? There's this one episode of that Timmy Turner show or whatever, like, you know, Odd Parents, Fairly Odd Parents, you know what I'm talking about, where everyone was the same and they're all gray little blobs. Did you see that episode? Well, That's exactly what life would be like. Everyone would be lifeless, gray blobs that just do nothing. I think that's really special, that there's a guy or someone, a girl, whoever, whatever your preference, there's someone out there for you that's wondering, wow, I really want someone like this, and you are sitting right there, and they just might not have found you yet, but life is a little treasure hunt, you know, finding your match. And I think that it'll happen for you, and for me, hopefully, someday, but I mean, in the end, what happens, happens for a reason. I guess I'll just talk about past experiences with the opposite sex and mistakes I've made. Number one, trying to be plastic. And I've used the word plastic at least 6 times in this video already, but basically, for a while, I went through this period of my life when I thought that I needed to be perfect. And I lost 5 pounds in 3 days. And that's not healthy. I was convinced that I was fat, I was convinced that I was a loser, and that guys would only like me if I was skinny. It sounds absurd when I say it out loud, but that's exactly how I felt. Basically, I realized that being different is a good thing. Like, guys really appreciate if you are yourself, because they don't want someone who's just like all the other girls, and or even just tries to be like someone they're not, because the guy will find out. If you're dating this guy and you're pretending to be someone totally different than who you are, they will find out, and that's just gonna ruin everything. So make sure that you're with a guy that likes you for who you are, because if not, it's gonna end in shambles and you're gonna be heartbroken and cry over him for 2 weeks, and it's not good. It'd be a repeat of my 8th grade year. So I guess another lesson that I've learned, you gotta let your quirkiness shine through. Just say what you wanna say. I mean, is that a song? Say what you need to say? I think it's a song. Yeah, John Mayer. Anyway, you gotta say what you need to say, essentially. You don't want to hold everything in just because you are like, oh my gosh, they'll think I'm so weird if I say this. And when you're passing people in the hallway, always say hi. Don't like be like, oh my gosh, wait, I can't look at him because then he'll think I'm clingy and blah blah blah. And that's just absurd. I've said absurd twice in this video too. Is that British? I feel like that's like absurd. I'm getting better at it. You can't feel like you're being clingy. I get that feeling so often because I'm like, wow, like I really like this guy, and I'm gonna text him and he's gonna be like, wow, this chick is so clingy and awkward and I don't like her. Like, we get these false things in our head that this, you know, that aren't true, obviously, because they're false. We psych ourselves out, essentially. We tell ourselves, oh my gosh, we're not good enough for this person, when in fact, you totally are good enough. You're good enough to do anything you want to. Like, that being said, you don't need to have a guy in your life at all times. There's always going to be happy singles when you're in a relationship that's not going so great, and there's always going to be happy couples when you're not in a relationship. Like, that's just how life is, because life is so crazy and weird and messed up. I think that in the end, it's really important just to be yourself and to not give a just don't care. I don't know what I was gonna say there. Don't care about all the other girls and all the perfect people in the world, because you're never going to be perfect, because no one is perfect. You are your biggest critic. I am my biggest critic, because I look at myself and I'm like, wow, my thighs are too big. I always look at myself and I put myself down, and I am done doing that. I'm done. Because I'm not going to be perfect. It's just impossible. But I have to learn that my flaws are what makes me perfect, in a sense, for lack of a better word. I'm religious, so I'm going to pull religion into this super uber quick. But basically, God is the only perfect person in this world, perfect being in existence. And we can only strive to be like him. We cannot be perfect. That's my mindset. Wow, the word perfect is sounding weird now after I've said it so many times. Do you ever get that when you say words so many times it sounds weird? Anyway, guys are not everything. We should not obsess over them as much as we do. You have to live in the moment and just experiment and have fun. If you get too particular about things, then it's just gonna ruin everything for you and you're gonna have no fun at all. Chances are we're not going to see half of these people, more than half, ever again, if, you know, depending on obviously your circumstances. My mom, she went to high school and she only is in touch with 3 people from her high school. You know, they might, recall, oh, that Katie girl. But that doesn't mean that they're gonna, like, judge me until I'm, like, 85. They're gonna be history soon. So why should I worry about making a fool out of myself when there are people that love me as I am? I don't know. I think that you should hang out with people that accept you for who you are, and you should never try to be someone you're not, because that's just stupid. That's bogus. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Be yourself, do what you want to do, say what you want to say, feel what you want to feel, and screw the haters. Like, that is my motto for life. So I'm going to end on that note, and I know I didn't really discuss very much boy stuff. I kind of just preached to the choir. I sure feel very different after filming this. I found that in my videos, I sometimes give myself advice. So this has benefited me and you. And I really just hope you guys feel perfect the way you are, because you are. You're the perfect you. Perfect version of yourself, or at least try to be. So that's my video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.